Okay. Alright, welcome live at the Hive here. You know, I'm Jason. We're here with Debating Reality with the Skitsophrenics. And what we thought we would do is have some, go down a list of conspiracy theories and everything and see how the old and the young make the timelines. Yeah. So in doing that, we figured we'd start off with the famous one of Roswell and the alien crash landing and stuff. So Maz, set us off, man, because I know what really happened.
Okay, so I was there. I wasn't there, but I know what happened.
Right.
Okay, so Roswell. Out of nowhere, something crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, and everybody was curious. Everybody thought, oh, this is a UFO. This is everything.
Wasn't it?
We still don't know. The government took it. The government just took it and said, "Oh, it was a weather balloon, nothing serious."
No, that's called disinformation, my friend. The government actually found a spaceship. They taken the parts of the spaceship and built a stealth bomber.
Makes sense because it doesn't really make sense that out of nowhere we can make some type of technology to stealth.
Exactly. Yeah. If you think about it, Roswell happened in what, 1947?
Yeah.
Right. They found these metal coils and stuff like that in the desert. And what happened was, as well as this silver like wrapping thing and the pictures on. But what happened was IBM, International Business Machine Computers. All of a sudden, it jump-started us into a new future technology. Yeah. We were not into computers before Roswell.
Because at that time, the best camouflage we had was this that I'm wearing.
Oh, camouflage.
Yeah,
right.
Camouflage pants that I'm wearing. And then suddenly we have something that can just hide in the sky.
Yeah.
That makes no
Supersonic
sense.
speed, how do we do it? You know
that makes
what I'm
no
saying?
sense.
Computers, relative codes, all of that, how do we do it? None of that happened before Roswell.
If we think about it, we need some really high people who know what they're doing.
Really high people, like people on drugs?
Yes.
No, we need people who know what they're doing in technology to actually get this alien technology and use it in our purposes.
No, exactly.
It would explain why, not long later, we had rockets going up into space.
Yeah.
The space race. Why were we interested in space race? Because we realized that people were coming from outer space.
Yeah. And also the Russians.
Yeah. NASA. We know what NASA actually means.
The Russians managed to get into space. Let's do this with this technology we made.
Yeah, all of a sudden we can make things that fly and escape velocity off of this flat Earth.
Oh my god,
I can hear the song outside. They're playing STFU, I can't actually say it, from Filthy Frank. Search it up.
So, that was called a segue. So you're supposed to say...
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not good at speaking.
That's called a segue. So you're supposed to say, flat Earth.
Oh, flat.
Earth?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flurf? Flurf? What are you, Scooby-Doo? Do you believe in the flat Earth?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just be educated on it.
No.
Do you believe in the flat Earth?
No.
What?
Because we'd have fallen off.
Dude, did you not see Asgard? First of all, the Thor movie.
No, talking about Asgard, they are planning to make a nation in space. It will be called Asgardia, inspired by Asgard.
That's right, exactly. Where the women are in charge. But either way, like, it wasn't until the 18th century that they believed that the world was round or a sphere, because here in Britain, they made globes, right? And it was a multi-million-dollar business. You can actually find it on the internet. That what's that company? No, about the globe making and stuff. But you know, like Christopher Columbus, you know, the pirates, all that kind of stuff. They believed that the Earth was flat. Everybody believed it was flat because we had what was called the Ptolemaic universe. Now that's a complicated word.
It was Columbus who made people think otherwise.
Well, that's only because he got lost trying to find America. But like,
everyone went to the right to get to like Africa and Russia, and he said, "I'm gonna go to the left instead," and found South America.
Exactly. Look at that, man. The same way of trying to fly over Dubai. You can't do it.
They called the Native Americans Indians because they thought they were in India.
They thought they'd gone around.
That's true.
That's why they called them like that.
They thought they'd got to India, but no, they just got.
Well,
they just kept the name Indians. Now everybody, if they see a person of color in America, they say, "Oh, he's an Indian. Oh, he's a Native American."
That's right. First Nations. So let's go back to the Ptolemaic universe. So in the beginning, right? Well, not really the beginning, but in the old days, they believed that heaven was like a platform, and the earth was hanging below it, right? And so actually, earth is kind of like hell. Hell from heaven, get it? So the point is that flat Earth theory is that like. Reason why we have the curvature of the earth, that's what's supposed to be saying, oh yeah, when you fly you see the curvature of the earth, it's because we're under a dome. Get me?
Yeah.
Now when the sun goes around the earth, right, like this is what people are told, the sun goes around the earth like this, but it actually goes around the earth like this. Like a turntable.
Well,
doesn't that blow your mind?
The flat earth theory says that we are flying in space at a speed equal to that makes us equal to our gravity.
That's right. But what is gravity? Even Neil deGrasse Tyson says that.
The thing that keeps us.
The thing is, we still
the reason why we're staying on the ground is because we're on a flat Earth. But if you create the theory that we're on a sphere and we're on a round, then they have to create a reason why that is the case, and they say it's gravity. But how did Isaac Newton discover gravity?
An apple fell on his head.
Come on, man. Do you believe that? I know you told that in school, but seriously?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
An apple falls on your head, and all of a sudden, bam! Gravity!
He was autistic.
What?
He was autistic.
Most scientists were autistic.
Yeah, like
Albert
Einstein. Yeah, exactly.
Stephen Hawking has autism as well.
That's true. That's true. But Einstein, yeah. So I mean, you have to be a little bit off kilter.
But you have to think though, to come up with gravity, an apple falls on his head, then throws it up and comes back down. Says, oh, there's a force making him come back down.
Yeah, exactly. What's a force? I mean, like the thing about it is, it's kind of like the Galileo. It's kind of like Galileo's theory of dropping like the rock and the pebble at this, and they fall with equal mass and distance at the same time. Point is, they fall. Simple as that. You know what I mean? You throw something up, it falls. Call it anything you want. Call it force, call it mass equal distance, call it gravity. You throw something up, it falls down because we're on a flat Earth.
But if you propose that the Earth is flat, then why do you have the North Pole and South Pole with like colder temperatures? Because the sun's rays are like
it would be
different.
equal.
Well, see, look, question from the audience. That's really good. So what happens is that north and south, again, like a turntable on the flat Earth. North here, south here. What's the difference? It doesn't mean anything that you got the curvature of the Earth scenario.
They say like the South Pole is all around the globe.
Yeah, because that's the Antarctic shelf. Now, if we're going to move into the Antarctic shelf, that brings you to that guy. Who's that guy who went on that hiking expedition to the South Pole? Matthew Horn or somebody like that, right? And he says that when he went to Antarctica, because no one has ever gone past Antarctica, because Antarctica is the end of the world, but he says it's not. He says past Antarctica is vegetation. That there is more to Earth than we know. And that is what the big secret is. So you got this big Arctic wall, like Hadrian's Wall or the wall in Game of Thrones, and beyond it, something else.
How do you know he's not lying?
How do I know he's not lying? How do I know that the people who say he's lying is not lying?
Does he have evidence?
That the people that says he's lying have evidence?
If there was vegetation, wouldn't he have taken a picture?
Well, who's saying he didn't? See, the point about it is the same thing about when NASA takes pictures of outer space. Wait, here we go. Let's go back to space. When NASA takes pictures of outer space, we don't get to see the pictures until they're doctored a couple of months later. So when they tell you that, hey, you know that space shuttle with that guy up there, at 10
What's about-
Peak,
Yeah.
they show you what they say is live stream,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
not.
what I want.
That's what they want you to think. Because ask yourself a question, is the question that everybody asks. Like, you know, there was that video that came on, the live stream video of the astronauts up in the shuttle, and they're fixing batteries, right, outside of the shuttle. And when you go on the live stream, everybody's like saying, turn the camera around. Turn the camera around so I can see the planet Earth, or so I can see the empty vastness of space. And then they never turn the camera around. It's always on the astronauts outside the shuttle. Now, why can't they do that? Why haven't they done that? Because they don't want you to see what the Earth actually looks like. They want you to believe that the Earth is a perfect round ball. Now, here's the test
Why
for
would they
you.
want
Wait,
to
here's the
see
test for you students, right? What color is the sun?
White is light.
All right,
Red.
look, smart
Orange is
girl.
yellow.
Let's get the stupid answer first. It's yellow.
Fire.
It's a fiery yellow, huh? What about you, Miles?
Red.
Red? Well, okay, Superboy. Why is it white?
Because it's light. Kind of, it gives off. Like, I don't.
No, but you are right. The sun is white. That the only time you actually see the real sun is like, say, like dusk, like in the winter time when you look up at the white hazy sun. But in all the pictures of the sun that you're looking at right now, like from the movie Sunshine, is a yellow ball. That's not what the sun looks like. That's what the depiction of the sun is, right? But the sun does not look like that.
Doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look blue either,
That's
or
blue
red,
stars.
or red.
Blue draw.
But what it does is that when I think it's what they call like electromagnetic waves, when it hits the atmosphere, it burns like the lights or whatever, and then that shines yellow, and so they give you the illusion that the whole
the sky is not blue. So why?
Sky's not
why would
blue
the
and
sun-
water's not wet. Look that Wu-Tang. You know? Yeah, but isn't that cool though? It's like, so even Neil deGrasse Tyson says that the Earth is not a perfect round ball, but it's more of a pear shape. So even if it's not flat, it's not perfect round ball. So that's where, what's the truth and what's the lie?
A perfect circle's impossible.
Well, but they want you to think it's perfect
Theory
circle.
with gravity is that the gravity makes it into a perfect ball because the planet has like equal forces of gravity on like the surface. Like it forms a ball because of gravity.
Wow. Check you out,
Can't
man.
really
Science.
explain it. I can't
Science.
explain it.
No, but that's all good, you know. Well, hit me off with some science. Did the aliens build the pyramids? You don't know. Stop saying you don't know. You
The
already.
Egyptians.
I understand that.
They're
I understand
Egyptians
more
built
about
the
that
pyramids?
theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about this though.
Slavery?
At that time,
Yeah, I know about slavery,
At that
girl.
time, they didn't have the technology to make those pyramids as perfect as they are. Because the bricks have
It's huge.
Barely any
It's
space
not
in
bricks,
between.
it's stones, and it's made of limestone, but it's still weighed like about each one weighed like about a
The thing
pound.
is,
and
the
needed-
thing is about this. The guy showed how he could make like huge boulders. Like if they are shaped like a perfect rectangle, he can move them without anyone else, just by his
Well,
own.
see, that would be a lie because if you actually been to Egypt,
he uses like small rocks in order to turn it, then uses wood to turn it around to move it.
but if you actually been to Egypt or Giza, where the pyramids, or Cairo, where the pyramids are, they're actually step pyramids, right? So in the pictures, again, another lie, right? The pyramids look like a perfect triangle, but it's not. It's a series of steps. You can actually walk along the outside of the pyramid.
Yeah, somebody walked up the top and took a photo.
Yeah,
you can climb up them.
Exactly, look at that.
Steps coming off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
exactly.
thing is, with people saying aliens built it, is because the way they've done it, you didn't have the technology to do it at that time.
Exactly. But not only that,
You can fit a like small knife within the cracks of the bricks.
Yeah.
There's no way they would have done that without the whole thing collapsing.
Exactly, but also, you've seen Shawshank Redemption, right? Alright, for you out there who've seen Shawshank Redemption, it took him 20 years to escape from prison. And what he had to do was because, if you think about when they had to put those stones on top of each other, right? Have you ever been inside the pyramid? Have you ever been inside the pyramid? I've been inside the pyramid, right? There's an intricate level of tunnels inside the pyramid, there are chambers, and inside different chambers are drawings. Inside the chambers are drawings on the walls, right? Perfect drawings on the walls.
The hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Yes. But the point is that to draw, for the artist to draw those on the wall, that means they needed torches inside, right? So now that they planted all these stones on top of each other, how did they build the tunnels inside by digging out the tunnels? Where did they do with all the sand and the gravel and the rocks?
Yeah.
How did they excavate it without a machine?
Also, I do believe.
Answer the question.
I do
Girl.
believe.
How did they excavate it?
They didn't.
Aliens.
Aliens!
Welcome to the History Channel.
Welcome to Ancient Aliens. We're talking about aliens.
The question.
I've converted.
The question is, why do they keep hiding? If it
The truth?
is true, why do they keep hiding it? Like it's
Because they
a
don't
no.
want to-
Remember, why did they keep hiding the truth?
They don't want us to know that aliens are around because they'd be more advanced than we are. And they want us to think that we're the
Well-
smartest there is.
Well,
About aliens.
They want
No.
us to think that we're unstoppable, but we're not.
Why do they give us proof? Why do they give us proof there are aliens out there? For example, it was this thing called Tabby's star, which started shining in unusual unusual ways. It's something orbiting around it.
Yeah.
They say it's an alien megastructure.
And the alien
Death
megastructure.
Star.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually the moon. You know, the moon is a hollow
no,
thing.
they
The moon
said
is a hollow
That's
space.
Tabby's cat.
cat. Why did I
That's
say
Schrodinger's cat.
Why did you write cat?
I don't know why I wrote
Schrodinger's
cat.
Yeah, Schrodinger's
Okay.
cat. It's not true. Look at that. Hold on, man. We are converting
Here.
someone. Tabby Star. Oh,
Yeah,
I never
because
saw that.
the Tabby star
Ah.
around it something orbits. There's something at orbit and it's bigger than a huge planet.
Well, where is it?
It's not that far from us actually.
No, I mean like is it like around Uranus?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the code name. This is the code name for Tabby star.
I'm so funny. No, I never saw that. You've actually showed me something new. I gotta look for that.
I started researching this about a year ago. It
Yeah.
actually appeared.
That is mad cool though. So what do you believe? What do you think about that Proxima planet that they discovered?
Proxima? Well,
Yeah,
it's like the 7
The
planets.
the so-called 9th, 10th planet that is
Oh.
in between. You know, it was like on BBC News, and they call it I think they call it Proxima or something, and everything. But it's a new planet. It has water, and
What's called Proxima?
yeah, it's Proxima something. But try putting Proxima like it's a planet. No, Proxima with an A. Yeah. Proxima, well, try that Proxima Centauri or yeah, what do they got?
Proxima
Yeah, there it is, Proxima Centauri. They just discovered this
No, it's a
planet
star.
last year or
It's a star.
something. Well, no.
I think it's a star.
See, that-
It's
no,
a
well-
planet orbiting around the star.
So that's different then. I mean, then,
Proxima
it's
Centauri.
Proxima like
The
10th
closest
planet.
star to Earth.
If you put-
Oh, okay.
Type in Proxima
That
like
makes
10th
sense.
planet or 9th planet or whatever.
So Proxima Centauri is the closest star to Earth. Therefore, there may be...
No. There's a planet called. Type in like 10th
It's a
planet.
red
or 9th
dwarf.
planet. No, but that's not it. Type in 10th planet or 9th planet, whatever, because it's a planet and stuff. See, the confusion thing is because they had to finally admit that Jupiter.
That's a
no, it's
movie.
not jujitsu. They had to finally admit that Jupiter is not a planet. So then that means they got
No, because it's a big.
not Jupiter. I
it's
mean
gas.
Pluto.
Yeah, I know.
Pluto. They had to
But
admit that
they are
Pluto is
gas
not a
giants.
planet.
Yeah, it's too
So-
small to be a planet.
Yeah, but.
Pluto is too small, yeah.
But no, they had to admit that it's a moon and not a planet. So then they didn't even change the science books. Like they still have it written down to like 9 planets. So now they discovered a planet in our solar system.
Do you believe that Pluto's still a planet? You're allowed to
No,
believe
Pluto's
that.
a moon.
Why would there be a moon though if it's kind of weird that all the moons are orbiting around other planets, but that one's just on its own.
Well,
With its own moon as well.
well.
It's just a little planet.
So wait, but Proxima's a star?
Yeah.
No, it says 10th planet Proxima though.
Yeah, that's how they searched. doesn't.
Yeah, I know, but is it a star or? Well.
Proxima Centauri surface.
Have you ever noticed?
Man.
Have you ever noticed how?
Oh, look at
is
that.
Cool.
I want to live in Proxima.
I prefer to have our planet named Proxima because Earth is bad. Earth and the Moon are the worst names we've ever picked.
Earth and Moon.
No.
We named the planet after what it's made out of,
goddammit.
and we named the Moon.
I mean,
It-
we
that's
could have
just what
called
it is.
Earth dirt.
No, like what
What
they
if
call
it
it?
is that?
I'll call it first.
Would you rather say that? Let's say an alien came down and asked you what planet we're from. Which would you rather say? I'm from Earth or I'm from like Europa?
That's
Yeah,
Europa sounds cool.
No, the thing is, Europa is a moon around.
Yeah, he knows that.
Around
Yeah, I
the planet.
know.
And they say
But
that
there's a lot of
Europa.
things where people name.
No, Europa is the most possible to have water on it, and they are going for Europa for the next planet we will live on. Okay, so no, this one is a fictional planet orbiting around Proxima Centauri.
That's how long we've been talking for?
Yes.
I should have told you we should only be going for 15. So anyway, so let's end this then. And stuff
Think
like
of
that.
better
So,
names for the moon.
Yeah, because I could cut out that last bit
Everyone
about the
said-
Proxima.
yeah,
But I mean,
everyone
either
said
way,
that.
it's just the fact that, you know, this has been debated reality. You know, we found out that Science Girl with the NASA t-shirt actually knows what she's talking about sometimes.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know.
we got a really curious audience member behind the camera. That was really great. They answered those kind of questions. But then also these lads, they seem to know what they're talking about. So they do a lot more things than just being funny and stupid. They actually have brains. Now, let's go away.
Sometimes.
Shall we? Like an ice zombie or something like that. But thanks for watching Debating Reality.